My cross-media package is effective to an extent, as the house style remains consistent across all of the products. This provides a brand the audience can recognise and apply to this particular promotional package. It also represents conventions of the supernatural horror genre through the use of colours. The binary opposite of black and white is effective as they juxtapose one another, creating a harsh contrast and providing connotations of innocence and darkness. The red is conventional for supernatural horror genres too. In addition to this, the typography I've used is a simplistic serif font. This replicates a particular genre and is once again consistent over all three products. This is effective as the simplicity of this font reinforces conventions of the horror genre. It also reinforces promotional packages as I used it across all three products, making it a brand. The ancillary text and main product both feature the tagline, "Grief happens in different ways." This is consistent as it is featured on all three products and becomes something the audience can associate with this particular film. The costume I used are consistent across all three products. It portrays a small element of narrative through the use of a blooded white t-shirt, cut-up legs and red eyes. These are iconic symbols for this genre and portray connotations well. The release date is consistent across all three products also. The coming soon is featured at the bottom of the ancillary text and at the end of my trailer, and therefore it is conventional for this genre. My audience feedback taught me that my cross-media package isn't effective in terms of one particular shot I featured in the trailer. The extreme close-up of Bruin and Scarred Arms features halfway through the trailer. In order to make this consistent across the entire package, I could have shown the shot within my main image, which is featured on my ancillary text. By featuring this within the image, I would have made the ancillary text and main product consistent, revealed more narrative, and looked aesthetically pleasing to the audience. In hindsight, another improvement I could have made on the poster is including more characters. For example, I could have included an image of her father looking concerned. This would have revealed more narrative, which is revealed more within the trailer. In terms of narrative, the poster doesn't reveal much. The iconic symbol of a necklace and a blooded shirt I included is conventional and reveals that she is somehow possessed. But I could have improved this by including more characters on the poster. As a result of this, Vladimir Prop's theory of character structure would have been evident within the poster, as with more characters featured, more roles become apparent. In terms of narrative, the trailer describes more than both the ancillary texts. The use of location is consistent across all products, although a variety of locations are featured more within the trailer. The trailer displays a variety of locations, such as a bedroom. This supports Tveit and Todorov's theory of equilibrium and disruption of the equilibrium. For example, the long shot of the antagonist and protagonist walking in an outdoor location represents an equilibrium. This is inconsistent as it isn't featured on my ancillary text, only the graveyard is featured, representing the disruption of the equilibrium, once again making the narrative limited within the text. This could be seen as conventional for a horror genre. The building block is inconsistent across my products as it is only featured within the trailer and the ancillary text of the poster. In hindsight, I could have improved this by including it on my promotional website, which would have made all three products consistent. Therefore, my building block isn't effective within a cross-media package. Additionally, the use of social networks within my product is consistent. I featured logos for Twitter and Facebook on my promotional poster, creating an element of synergy as it allows the audiences to have their own opinion. I've also featured a hashtag on the end of my trailer. Therefore, I'm acknowledging the technology that the target audience use. As a result of this, I'm taking on the audience research which I conducted within the research and planning stage. The link for my promotional webpage is featured across all three products. It's apparent on the bottom of my poster within the building block and at the end of my trailer. This reinforces that my product is a promotional cross-media package, therefore it is effective across all three products. The caption I've used within my trailer are consistent as the typography is the same throughout. This is effective as it reinforces that the trailer is a media package and a brand. The language used within the captions on the trailer, something unexplainable is taken over, isn't found on either of my ancillary texts. However, I don't think this is inconsistent. I think that the interslide adds an element to Roland Barthes' theory as it creates an enigma, as it leaves the audience asking what exactly is taking over her.